Blog Talk Radio.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Bob Oakley. I'm sorry for the delay. We had some technical problems on this end to get into the radio show, but now we're started, and we're going to talk a little bit about Generations United and the family unit, because that's what this show is all about, is talking about the family unit. I welcome you all to the show, those of you who are patient enough to wait. I see we had one person signed on, but I don't recognize the number, so if you would announce yourself, I would appreciate it. It's a 31304 number. If you're still there, just announce yourself, and we'll be happy to talk with you. If you don't want to talk, that's okay too. Okay, as I said, my name is Bob Oakley, and I apologize for the delay getting the show started. We're broadcasting from New Jersey today, as we do every Thursday. I'm the host on Thursdays, and the show is sponsored by an organization, a program called Optimize My Life. And Optimize Your Life is a program that helps people to accomplish things that they have wanted to accomplish and were not able to. And we use our skills and I'm a little discombobulated here this afternoon, because we had such a long delay to getting started. But anyway, we are all certified. Most of us, I should say, are certified as certified life coaches, and we are able to help people in any areas in their life that they need help on. And if we can't help them, we have these the abilities to contacts and the contacts of other people that can help also, and that will help you in your specific areas. We do 5 shows a week, Monday through Friday, from 12 noon to 1 o'clock, and on Eastern time. And it's really a wide open show. We don't have any specific agenda that we follow, and we don't exclude anybody. We are open to anyone that wants to come on, and if they want to talk and talk with us, that's fine. And if they don't, if they just want to listen, that's okay too. We are broadcasting to nearly 100 countries around the world, so it's not like we're just a local program. We use the internet to broadcast to all these countries. I'm sorry that we cannot talk directly with you if you're coming in from the internet, but you can listen and learn, and that's the whole purpose of this, is to provide information to people where they can listen and learn from that information. And if they hear something that they're interested in, that maybe they are trying to do something and change something in their life that they want to change, but they are not exactly sure how to do it. Well, we can work with you and help you to set up a plan so that you can make the changes that you want to make. And we, by the way, do not say, here it is, now you go do it. No, we work right with you along the way. I have some people that I've been working with for almost 40 years on different things in their life that they want to change. And many of them are very happy with the outcome of that. So I just want you to know that we're here for you and you, whoever you are. And we're here to help you. And we're here to advise you and to coach you and to work with you as long as you want to. So, and there's no charge for that, by the way. It's free. We have many programs that we can help people with, that we do help people with. Programs in housing, if you're interested in changing your housing situation. You may be renting and you want to buy. Well, we can help you with that, and help you to do that at a very as quick as you want to have it done. So anyway, we have programs in working with the family unit like this one. I personally am working a lot with the immigrants that come into this country, and I do it through a Spanish ministry through my church, and I have been working with them for probably 5 or 6 years now, and I started that. I do not speak Spanish, by the way. I have a little bit of knowledge in Spanish, but not a whole lot. I married a woman from South America, who was a very beautiful Spanish woman. That is, we are very good partners in life. We've been married for 3 years now, effective today, and so it's our anniversary, by the way. Anyway, we work together, she and I, and we both use translators if we need to communicate. And she's learning the English language, and I'm helping her with that because I've been teaching Spanish people through a English language program for many years now, and I'm very happy to do that with them. And by the way, the reason that I get motivated to help them is because they are very motivated. The people that I work with, as many as 6 families at once, teaching them how to learn the English language, how to translate what the words and the difference between the 2 languages are, and how to write sentences and how to speak sentences in English versus Spanish, and to do that efficiently and effectively, and how to write letters, and how to all the different things that they need to do, how to communicate on their job with English-speaking people. So those are some of the things that I do personally with one group of people, primarily Spanish-speaking people. And I told you the reason I do it is because they are so motivated to learn, and they're so motivated to improve their lifestyle, and that can help them to improve their lifestyle. And so that's one area that we work with. And I said housing, I mentioned earlier. If you're in an apartment and you want to get a larger apartment, we can help you with that. And if you're want to get a house, we can help you in that area. So we help people not only in locating housing, but also in financing it. They can get a special financing through a program. And if you're a veteran, there's many programs available for that, for free, almost free financing and almost free housing. So if you're interested in a career change, we can help you in that. If you're interested in getting a different job or starting a business of your own, we can help you in that. And we do help people in that. Many people around the country, around the world, we're working with. I'm working with people in Germany and people in Puerto Rico, even though that's part of the United States, and in Colombia, South America, and Brazil, South America, and other places around the world that I've been working with for quite a while. And so, and it's a very easy process, because the first thing we do is find out through a little bitty one-on-one or one-on-family interview that we'll talk with you and ask you a few questions and find out what it is you're really interested in. We'll try to what they call unpeel the onion. In other words, try to get to the center of what it is that you're truly interested in and what you truly want to change in your life. And change is difficult when you don't have any help making that change. Change is difficult when you don't know how to start. But we help you get over those issues, and we help you to move forward in your program. And so we even help you to identify the program and make suggestions. And here's a couple of things you need to change, and here's a couple of things you need to work on. And then we will work with you, and we will help you to make the contacts, the people that you may need to contact. And so it's an ongoing process, and it's a very simple process, by the way. You can join the Hope Collection for free. Just go in and register. You go into the Optimize My Life site. That's optimizemylife.com. All one word, no spaces. optimizemylife.org. And you can register for free in the Hope Collection. And so that's one thing that makes it very simple. A very simple registration. There's about 8 questions you have to answer. And it's very simple questions like, what's your name? And so anyway, sometimes I forget what my name is. My mom named me Robert. She wanted to name me Roberta, but it just so happened that I came out as a boy rather than as a girl. And so because Mom and Dad wanted to have a girl at that time. But anyway, they were very, very, very happy that I was there, and she named me Robert. She had always called me Bobby. And I have no problem. Everybody else calls me Bob. So my name is Robert Oakley, but everybody calls me Bob. So when everybody asks me my name, I say Bob Oakley. So anyway, I am here to help you, and you, whoever it is that needs it. You can come on the show, as I said, 5 days a week, 714-816-4686. That's 714-816-4686. You can dial right into this show, and whoever's doing the show that day, and we have, by the way, we have different hosts for different days because there's different subjects they're covering. And one is health and wellness. One is emphasis on the travel business. And one is the Golden Rule Society and the Hope Collection, co-hosted by Captain Lynn Kane, a Top Gun Navy captain, and the president of the Hope Collection, Mr. Ron Clayton, who has, like me, was there from the very beginning when we started this program. And I think it's nearly 15 years now that this program has been around. So Dr. Joel Griffin, who was the mentor for both Ron Clayton and myself, he mentored us through many joint ventures that we were in. And for many years, I've known Ron for 40 years, and I've known Dr. Joel Griffin for more than that, for probably close to 45 years now. But Dr. Joel Griffin has gone to a better place. He passed a couple of years ago due to a long battle with cancer. And his wife, Artis, is still carrying the banner for the Hope Collection as the founder. Her and her husband founded it. Joel Griffin founded it, called it the Hope Collection, and the reason was because his mom's name was Hope, and she was always helped. She was a school teacher up in upstate New York, and she was a very, very, very wonderful woman that loved working with children and loved working with parents and helping them in any way that they need help. She was also a very accomplished artist. She did all kinds of paintings, and she used those paintings to give gifts to the families that had lost people in the wars, the veterans, the families of veterans that died in the war. And so she would donate those pictures, those paintings, to any family that she knew had lost someone in the wars, and so that was just one way she was helping people. She helped children also. She was a way ahead of her time when she got her master's degree in teaching and in education, and so her family, her children, use that as an example to excel in their lives also, and they did that. And the Dr. Joel Griffin decided he wanted to do this in her memory, to set up the Hope Collection and the Hope Talk Radio, and so he did that. And he it was a long process, and we got together in upstate New York. We met and we talked about it. Initially, when Joel presented it to us, I was not sold on the idea. I thought I was apprehensive because I thought it would be taking away from some of the other things that I was doing. And I knew nothing about using a website to introduce people to the program and use a talk radio show and being a host on a talk radio show. I knew nothing about any of that because I'd never done any of that kind of thing. So that was part of my apprehension because of those reasons. But I decided I wanted to give it a shot. And after talking with Joel personally, one-on-one, I decided it was the right thing to do. So I jumped in with both feet, and I eventually became a member of the board of directors because we have a large board of directors. I think there's 12 or 15 members now. Ron Clayton happens to be the president of the board, and I am the vice president of the board. I was humbled and honored during an election, unanimously voted in as the vice president, and I just thank God for that, because I have learned so much since that time. That was many years ago. But anyway, I'm getting off the subject a little bit, but I'm trying to give people a little bit of history about the Hope Collection and how we got started, and how it's grown. We started out with just broadcasting in the United States locally, and then we started expanding using the internet to get to other countries around the world. And so that's why we're up now. I don't know if we're at 100 countries yet, or right close to it. But it's every day there's new countries added to. Not every day, but every week, I'm sure there's new countries added to our network. And I give people my personal phone number that they can call me if they want to talk about it. And that number is 908-209-6000. 9202. And my name is Bob Oakley, Oakley. And you can call me. That's my cell phone. You can call me anytime. And I tell people, if you have the ability to send texting, you can text. You send me a little text saying that you're interested in, and I will get your telephone number then, and I can call you back, because I do it that way to eliminate scammers. That's one of the reasons. The other reasons, it's an easy way for me to obtain a telephone number from people. And maybe if you want to put a short message with that text telling me what you're interested in, that will help also. And then I can be prepared when I call you. So that's one of I said it was a very simple process, and that's how we do it. We do it by contacting people. I may be standing in line in a bank or in a grocery store or something, and start talking with someone that's next to me, and I ask them, "Are you happy with what you're doing in your life, or was there areas that you'd like to improve your life for either you or your family?" And then if they say yes, there are areas that I like to improve in. So I give them one of my cards, and I said, "Here, if you're serious about this, give me a call, and we'll talk about it on the phone. We don't have to meet face to face. We can talk about it on the phone, and it will be completely confidential. We do not share that information with anybody, and then we invite you on to the Hope Show, and as I said, we do the Hope Show 5 days a week, and on Saturday morning we do a 9 o'clock coaching call, which is a conference call, but we use the same telephone number. That's 714-816-4686, and you can join in on that call. We don't exclude anyone. We don't care if you're from Harvard or Yale or just got out of jail. It doesn't matter. A very good friend of mine, he started that phrase. It doesn't matter if you're from Harvard or Yale or just out of jail. We will work with you, and that's the way it works. And I am totally committed to whoever calls me to help them in whatever area they need help. And we have health and wellness programs. We have spirituality programs. We have programs in education. If you want to increase your education, we can help you to do that. If you want to get certified in a particular area, like I'm certified as a certified life coach and also as a virtual assistant. The life coach is a very good tool that I use to help people. And then the virtual assistant is also a very good tool because it helps me to help people to navigate through websites that they're not familiar with. And some of our websites that we don't have just the Hope Collection and the Optimize My Life websites. We have other websites also that we have access to, like the Golden Rule Society. The Golden Rule Society was started by Captain Len Kane 50 plus years ago. And Captain Len Kane, by the way, was a Navy captain, and he was a Top Gun. And then over the years, he has also been nominated 5 times for the Nobel Peace Prize. 5 times he's been nominated. In 2014, he was number 2 on the list of nominees. Just one more, and he would have been number 1. But he said he's never wanted to be number 2 in anything. He always wanted to be number 1. That's why he was a Top Gun pilot. And he taught many programs to pilots, both in the Navy when he was there for 25 years, as well as in private, being a private captain in flying for an airlines in the United States, and he's been top rated in that. So he's also a great educator, and has many programs in the Golden Rule Society that are available to anybody that goes into that site. That's goldenrulesociety.org, and it's a not-for-profit corporation that was started, as I said, more than 50 years ago. And by the way, anybody that wants to find out more details about that, they can find out tomorrow. Tomorrow on our radio show, Captain Lynn Kane is the co-host with Ron Clayton, the president of the board. So you can hear Captain Len Kane himself, who is talking about the Golden Rule Society and the things that it does and the things it makes available and the information that's available to anyone that wants to find out about it. And again, there's no registration; it's free. So you can go into the goldenrulesociety.org for free, and you can learn, and you can find out information, and you can contact Len Kane personally, and you can talk to Ron Clayton personally, because they will be on the show tomorrow at noon. And that number 714-816-4686. So I highly recommend that. And as I said, we do not exclude anybody. Everybody and anybody is welcome to come on our show. And if you have the ability to dial into that number, I recommend you do it. It's at noon Eastern time. That's daylight savings time. In about another month, we will be back on standard time, which moves the clock back an hour. But right now, we're still on daylight savings time in the United States. So anyway, as I said, I highly recommend it. I took a little sip of my cup of tea there. That's why I hesitated. Anyway, I have a very large family, and that's why I have volunteered to do the program about a family unit. What's called Generations Unlimited, and we talk most of the time we talk about the family unit. And I would have talked about that a lot earlier in the show, but I wasn't on earlier. I usually do that in the first half of the show. But anyway, we have about 8.5 minutes left on the show, and I just want to mention something about my family. My family has grown to 8 children that I have, and I have 9. And then when I married my wife from Colombia, South America, 3 years ago, I gained 2 more children. That she has 2 beautiful Spanish daughters, and they both have families of their own. One still lives in Colombia, South America. As a matter of fact, she was visiting here for 3 months. We had a wonderful time, all of us together with her. And anyway, she's an attorney down there, and so she couldn't leave. She didn't want to leave that position, and she has a son who's in high school down there, so she didn't want to leave that. He wanted to finish his school down there, and then so anyway, they're still living down there, and they just left the United States. As a matter of fact, on Sunday morning, they flew back after being here almost 3 months. So that's one area. Now I've been working with her in Colombia. We're starting up a business program down there together, and her older sister, who lives up here in New Jersey with her family. She has 5 children. And a wonderful, wonderful family, and highly motivated family, and highly dedicated parents to their children. and they are teaching them so many things. She has a 7-year-old daughter that's starting second grade on Monday, and she has they just had a year ago had another little daughter. That was their 5th child, and I tell you, at my age, I had forgotten about a lot of the things that 2 parents go through when they're raising their children, and how everything that they grow in their education, they grow in their ability to do things, and I had sort of forgotten about some of that because I'm not exposed to that anymore in my life. All of my children are basically on their own now, have their own families, and so that's you kind of forget a lot of that exposure that you had during your early years. I remember my first child was a daughter, and she is a scientist where she develops products for a company, scientific work, and she's the director of research in that company. Anyway, I have. So anyway, we I remember when she first was born, my wife and I didn't know anything about raising children. we were basically children of ourselves. I was only 19, and my wife at that time was 20. So we were we were newbies. We were child parents. But it's been a long experience over the years. And by the way, I'm still working with my children, all 11 of them. At different times, they may run into different situations that they have in their life, and we work with them. I still coach them. I decided to be a life coach because of my family. I was coaching children and coaching family members, not only children, but coaching my older brother and my younger brother, helping them along the way also, and my parents. But anyway, over the years, probably close to 60 years now, I've been coaching. And so I decided to become a life coach somewhere along the way, and that has helped me tremendously. And I would recommend that to almost anybody that wants to help people to go through that process. You can do it online, and it's very, very minimal cost. It's not thousands of dollars. It's not hundreds of dollars. It's a very minimal cost. I got both of my certifications, life coach and the other one that I have for I think it was about $70, and that allowed me to go through the training on each one of those, and then to take the test at the end for each one of those and get certified. So it was a very simple process. Now it's a lot more than that, because that was probably close to 20 years ago that I did that. And, prices have gone up, especially recently. Prices have gone up. Everything we want to buy now is much, much higher than it was a few years ago. So anyway, I did that, and I did it to help my children and to help my friends and family. So that's the reason that I did that. So I'm nearly out of time here, about 2.5 minutes left. So I'm gonna mention a few administrative things. As I said, you can call us on our radio show 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, from 12 noon Eastern time to 1 o'clock Eastern time. We do a 1-hour show, and we have different hosts each day covering different topics. There are topics on health and wellness. There are topics on setting up a business, and there are topics on, as I said, the family unit, and there are topics like on Friday the two co-hosts talk about the Golden Rule Society and the Hope Collection and the things that they're doing through those organizations. And so I'm inviting you. I'm inviting you all to come and to listen and to talk with us if you want to, and we will be happy to do that. And there's no obligation, by the way. And there's anything that we're talking about is truth. It's based on truth. We're not trying to scam anybody. We're not trying to tell you some things to get you interested in. We're not trying to sell you anything. We're trying to help you, and you. So we're about out of time now, and I'm going to have to sign off. As I said, my name is Bob Oakley, and I gave you my number earlier, and I will be happy to work with you. By the way, each one of these programs are recorded, and they're put in archives, and anyone that wants to can get into the programs through the Hope Collection and the Golden Rule Society. So don't hesitate. Take a step, a little tiny step, and then take another tiny step after that, because decisions are not made through big decisions. They're made through little tiny steps moving forward. So I want to say God bless you all, and you all have a great day. And come on the show and talk with us, and we'll be happy to talk with you. And again, my name is Bob Oakley, and God bless you all. God bless your families, and God bless America and all the other people in the world that might be listening. So have a great day, everybody. And it's Bob Oakley, and I'm signing off. Bye-bye.